Think back to the last time you decided to learn a language, launch a side project, or get into shape. In those first few hours, a sudden rush of energy ignites your brain. You tell yourself, "This is exciting." That single positive thought translates immediately into a physical sensation of high motivation, making it easy to take massive action. In the early stages, progress is highly visible. You learn 10 new words, you register a domain name, you complete a single workout. That quick success weeds right back into your energy levels, keeping the loop spinning. But this initial high creates a false expectation. We start to assume this intense, effortless drive will remain a constant throughout the entire journey. Then, week 3 arrives. The novelty wears off, the easy milestones are already behind you, and progress naturally begins to slow down. Your internal dialogue shifts. The thought, "This is exciting," turns into, "This is getting harder." As soon as that happens, your emotional drive drops and your behavior stalls. This is the motivation trap. You stop working and tell yourself you will pick it back up as soon as you feel ready again, waiting on the couch for the energy to return. Treating an emotional state as a strict prerequisite for doing the work guarantees failure. That feeling rarely returns on its own. To understand why we get stuck, we have to look past the idea of discipline. Motivation is better understood as simple, emotion-driven energy. The human brain is wired to conserve calories. It naturally prefers the path of least resistance and easy, immediate rewards. When a task becomes difficult, it threatens that biological preference. The brain senses the increased effort and withdraws its emotional energy to protect its reserves. This chart shows the inverse relationship between persistence and drive. As the required effort steadily climbs upward over time, the natural motivation sharply curves downward. Losing your drive is a predictable biological response. Your brain is programmed to hit the brakes when the work gets hard. This flawed sequence is what we rely on. A thought creates a feeling, which leads to action. But when difficulty increases and that feeling drops, the arrow to action dissolves. Feelings naturally fluctuate with sleep and stress. They are too volatile to be a foundation. This is why you find yourself waiting for an unreliable emotion to save your project or push you through a workout. Because motivation depends entirely on volatile feelings, it is an unreliable tool for maintaining consistent progress. We have the sequence backward. High energy feelings do not have to be the starting point for work. The action-first principle uses a different loop. A small action creates progress, generating feeling. Starting with a low-friction action bypasses the brain's resistance. You're just starting the clock. This accomplishment triggers the emotion you were trying to find. Motivation follows the act of moving forward. It is a reward for taking action, not a requirement for it. In daily life, this means focusing on consistency rather than chasing emotional highs. Pushing past those first moments of resistance forces movement before the brain can negotiate. Once the sphere starts rolling, momentum takes over. Stop waiting to feel ready. When you feel uninspired, that is the signal to start generating your drive manually. True progress belongs to those who refuse to wait for a fleeting feeling and choose to start first.